48 year for a science so Emma Papa Beam at the bar Nkrumah TV so now Kojo Oppong Nkrumah girl a deputy at the Kojo Oppong Nkrumah deputy minister for information that is all the same be up to that means and 70 day a muda ho papa Bank of Ghana on sense a case about one thing I just said the minority and I said NDC for a case yes saki finance agency say yes saki Bank of Ghana paying back one the and they started saying about one thing at the brilliant submission it is some muda papa about one tell to me say now muda ho miss me the Abraham to means every one my important put in some mammy and the Fatima Baka so to the to so and the two ya Bank of Ghana sense me put in a bar ya ba
yes into the operational expenses. Yanko pay 2 of statement or Muyusu Nenra yawo. Which budget item near communications expense. Almost say the major item I'm quoting from the Bank of Ghana.
Matipa.
Or say the major item under communication is electronic data transmission charges, including the routers and Bloomberg platforms, which supports our reserve management and management of petroleum funds, as well as currency and exchange rates, constituted about 57.4% of the total communication cost. This was followed by the publication and gazetting, which is 15%, advertisement 10%, newspapers local 0.75%, newspapers 0.46%. Bra, one will say Omaka say major component of the data transmission charges. Both local and international. And they all say international platforms cry a bimuya listings of Utimu who say near the your friend is saying Obehe screen be some of the major platform Bloomberg way normal say we say rates equal has omuya listings for various specified entities around the world.
Yes.
Omuya publications of performances of various specified entities around the world. Beboa investors to take informed decisions. This is something that a lot of people know about. It is not even about advertisement, but say continuously. Ubetime do on krata as one of the measures of transparency and also to build investor confidence. And this is what on krata and some of those international platforms no more publish now who near koso ewo institution. And to no more than chechemu eba na say then their communication budget is peculiar to the Bank of Ghana and not just any other specified entity. And I say what we know to be the communication or media budget. And maybe I will assume say because on natural millions for communication budget, a chess or more friends and show for Kotina baby and no more pay Michelle Munsam say and there's and yes sanity. And to say when it comes to the specific amount quoted, that's a be hold more bet my investigation. I can say, okay, maybe what data
yes,
which suggests to say this particular budget item don't care it should have cost A and I'm more day figures are by and no boy bra. That is where we can start the conversation.
Mate, that is where we can start the conversation.
But say and yes, Anna completely just based on say communication it's not something I think we can work with. No free
okay, Minister.
There is another item which has to do with transportation. What they call transportation is not the same as a lot of institutions what they termed as transportation, because some say so all the financial institutions, deposit taking institutions, and now their key stakeholders are every year Afibia SSA visit each and every one of their branches at least once. All microfinance institutions, all savings and loans institutions, all banks and other institutions are that the Bank of Ghana has regulatory authority over. So at the end of the day, we are talking about an operations or transportation budget covers an operations that includes all bullion vans from Bank of Ghana, all cars across the country. Our model some of these supervisory road, all cars across the country. Our model sika echo baby across the country, because the money must go down from the central bank. And here to talk was a few or so, they make sure say they are able to cut the money there. Quite recently, a publication we say they were trying to collaborate with the security agencies. Say be discover because of 1 or 2 incidents of bullion vans attacks, they were not even going to even use cars again. They were going to use helicopters to airlift money to the various regional capital. And if they embark on such an operation, now who transportation budget, now you will say, oh, where they Uber sika now say directors because car or the fakar. It is not a fair representation of what constitutes transportation under the Bank of Ghana budget. And also so a bill, unless say obiwo contrary figures say and kamode ebia 1,000 cars and the all 261 districts and now ebia 1,000 branches or 2,000 branches of all financial institutions across the country. This is what yen based on research should have been the estimated cost. And mobubi abeka hoa. And no ye another conversation that should have been subjected to audit.
Okay, Minister.
But as it stands now,
Udi basi form no. Makwaba.
Etimi basi form no yakwaba no. Esem bebre kwa uma esem but na me for free baby the lay person better ase.
Okay.
Let me update you on something. In the year 2022, so many central banks across around the world recorded losses. I want to give you examples nibi. No matter why central banks around the world were recording losses.
Meet Minister.
Ebine say the Czech National Bank reported negative equity from 2002 to 2013 due to valuation. And I say devaluation and I say we are yes domestic debt exchange and also na your friend is saying IMF the World Bank in Nigeria to say
DDP buy
18 year recorded losses now. But in the year 2022 the Reserve Bank of Australia RBA recorded a loss of 37 billion Australian dollars. In the year 2022 the UK government face Bank of England losses in to the extent of to the tune of 150 billion pounds UK. The Swiss National Bank, who you say a bank in the Swiss in January, reported say preliminary losses mpo nya bibia nwie mpo and the money wanted to hon losses recorded to the tune of 132 billion Swiss francs. In September 2022.
And their history, 116-year history, not just a BNC that I was saying.
A BNC that England cry. In September 2022, Central Bank of Netherlands, losses recorded just to show say projected interest losses amount now to the tune of 9 billion euros. The US Federal Reserves, almost in the year 2022. They were not able to send their remittances that they were able to send to the National Treasury in the year 2022. Now, globally, central banks recorded losses a DNTR. May what data be on inflation figures?
And they are back.
Inflation figures across the world. Countries are from the year 2010 all the way to 2020. No inflation here between 1 and 2, 0.8 to 1. Ebimo recorded an average inflation of 1,000%, 540%, as compared to Ghana, also around 540%. A lot of African countries, now me compare Togo, Nigeria, Senegal, other countries. I was calling someone to pull the data for you. I will share. Just for you to go through, say, the impact of the COVID and the Russia-Ukraine war and the disruption na yakakano and Ghana pen affected.
Deputy Minister of Information,
Bank of Ghana for and omuti baby nebi directors be 10 bi no masses ke bia kodi. Bigidi se so bi anya omu statements om dia begu abontin no hwem e beboa yin.
Meda say Deputy Minister of Information Fatima to Abubakar Esquire. Kofi Granting Kofi BOG matters are rising. Unia man obi.
Eno ene nsema Fatima Abubakar enso e dia to dia to say nsema odi to dia no fact na chese numbers na bibia so e dan so cry no so nsemo so wate bi. Ntini betuma ko comment section na so akokere wadwo nsema wate na nyabra so metumi akenkan e de ama aha e Nkrumah TV so me America say we ebro within e de obi ngebro search background.